Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 1987 Decepticon Targetmaster Cyclonus. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to see how he compares and displays next to some other Cyclonus figures that have been released down the Generations toy line. As I'm lucky enough to have one still in the packaging, we can have a look at the artwork and the beautiful battle scene on the back of that. We can also see how he displays with other figures in the same toy line, and I'll also discuss with you why this figure never got a Japanese release, and it is mainly down to this guy. So lots to get through with this particular video. So before we get started, I'd like to remind you guys that if you've not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. So as I've said, 1987 this guy was released. His original figure, which this is one of, came out the year before. There were actually two versions of his original figure. So the original Cyclonus is this particular one here, and this one came out at the same time. So you can see this one actually has the blue ears and the blue waist that you will see on all of the packaging that I can show you in more detail. So the original figure, the only main difference, to be honest, is these holes. So this is the original 86 version. There's smaller holes in his hands to hold this particular gun, and there was no hole on the back. Whereas with the Targetmaster version from the year later, the holes were much bigger, and he had the addition of the hole there, which we'll see in his alternate mode in a second, so you could mount his Targetmaster nightstick onto the back of him. So this is nightstick, there you go, super basic. I'm going to very carefully transform him. You fold it over there like so, and then of course you could pop this in his hands. Even with him being quite spindly in the legs, he would still display absolutely fine. Right, let's see if I can get rid of some of that glare. So sorry about that. Right, let's have a quick look at the actual figure himself then. So I've said in my previous Cyclonus videos that I've got such a fondness of this particular figure from when I was a child. Such great memories. Love the head sculpt. The articulation wise isn't the greatest. You can take the shoulders all the way around. You can sort of say there's maybe bicep and forearm movements. The waist is not swivel. The legs will go up and down, but only if you pretty much open these. This will allow the knees to bend backwards and forwards, and the feet are pretty much stuck in. You can be really pedantic and say there's a tiny ankle rock, but of course there isn't really. I do like this mode, but this, to be honest, and I know this is the original, I'm going to transform him for you in a second, but this is the main reason why I love Cyclonus. This just looks fantastic. And as I say, as a child, I loved the Autobot cars, but I think for me, the cars were the things that you could see every single day. Seeing things like this totally blew my mind as a child, and I just think that it looked absolutely stunning. So what we're going to do now, first and foremost, we're just going to see, of course, how he displays. There he is. I'm going to take this totally out of the way to stop the glare, with his partner in crime, Scourge, and of course they look really good together. Let's have a quick look now how he looks compared to this was the 2008 Universe version, and funnily enough, in fact, let me just grab another nightstick. I'm not going to transform him again. He did also come with a Targetmaster partner as well, slightly different, slightly bigger. But of course, this at the moment is the latest version. We are going to be treated to a Targetmaster version in toy colours of this particular guy. So as you can see, they all look stunning. Right, before we have a quick look at him in his alternate mode and discuss the reasons why he didn't get a Japanese version, let's have a look at the one that's fortunate enough to still be in the box. It's definitely not sealed, but it still looks beautiful. This is, again, the artwork we were on about. There he is in the box. There is Nightstick. And if we spin it around on the back, we've got the lovely Headmaster's artwork. So this is the 1987 artwork. And again, exactly that. It features all the Headmasters. There's the tech spec. And if we spin it around while we're here, we'll just do a quick comparison with this and the original box. So this is the 1986 version. Pretty much artwork is still the same, but this looks a little bit darker. It's much bigger because there's obviously not the addition of the target master partner. There's some terrible glare there, ever so sorry. If I spin it round, and of course you had the 1986 battle scene with this. Right, let's go on to talk, I suppose, about the Japanese version then. So the Japanese version, they had the standard version, which came in a box like this. Again, same artwork as the other. The D stood for Destron. His reference number was number 70. But the main reason they never got, in fact, yeah, the reason why they didn't get a Japanese Target Master version of him was because of this guy. His name is Stepper. He is a Japanese Target Master Autobot exclusive, and he uses his Target Master. You can see there on the box, there is Nightstick. He's just referred to as Target Master there, but of course we know, because we follow the Hasbro continuity, that that is Nightstick. So he didn't have a Target Master partner, and he wasn't reissued as a Target Master in Japan. Neither was Scourge, and neither was Hot Rod and Cup. This could be down to the fact that they had their own continuity of cartoons in Japan. They didn't acknowledge the movie until a lot later, and that, we think, is probably one of the main reasons. Right, before we finish this video off then, let's have a quick look at him in his alternate mode. Okay then, here we go. Very quickly, let's have a look at him in his alternate mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. It's to keep the length of the video down, and in all honesty, I took my time with this because I didn't want to damage him at all. So the main difference, and in fact the only difference, is this additional hole that is cut out there. Everything else is exactly the same. You've got the landing gear coming from under there. You've got the landing gear, which is on, of course, the tops of the feet, and this is where you will take Nightstick, and it is where you will pop him in the roof. That is, as I say, the only difference. Here is the, of course, standard version. There you go. There's no holes at all in the roof there, and you can't put the gun anywhere either. There you go, guys. As I say, this is a very quick look at one of my favourite figures. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. This is the 1987 Decepticon Target Master Cyclonus. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.